When markets enter phases like what we're in right now, it pays to be able to take advantage of what's going on. And you guys already know the deal, right? You can trade crypto, you can trade Bitcoin, altcoins and stuff like that on leverage on pretty much every exchange out there. But what's a lot harder to come by is an exchange where you can trade indices, the S&P 500, NASDAQ, UK 100, where you can trade Forex, where you can trade gold, silver, oil, all in one place. A lot of the time when you want to be able to trade those kind of things, you're going to have like broker accounts and pass ridiculous amounts of KYC and just huge annoying processes. Prime XBT, the exchange that I'm going to be talking about and the exchange that I've been using for, I've lost count of how many years, like more than 2 or 3 years, I'm pretty sure. They're allowing you to trade these things with a Bitcoin deposit, with just kind of normal minimal levels of KYC, and all on leverage as well. You can trade gold on leverage, legends. You can trade the S&P 500 on leverage. I talked to you guys about these guys way back in the past. I used them in the past. I still have an account with them. And this is, as far as crypto exchanges go, one of my absolute favorites, simply because they offer things that nobody else offers. I'm going to be running you through how to use this platform, how to get some really, really cool things out of it, and of course, just some of the key features floating around right here. So before we get anywhere else, though, it is essential to talk about what they do with your money that you deposit onto this platform, and it is precisely nothing. They put all of your money in a segregated account. It's very, very safe. I've had my money with Prime XBT for years. I've withdrawn from Prime XBT, never ever had a problem. They keep it all in a separate place. They don't use it for company transactions. They even have an insurance fund, and that plus the competitive fees that they've got, it's a pretty damn good offer. And if throughout this video you start feeling like you want to get on this exchange that I've been using as well, check out the link in the description. You're going to be getting some really, really cool bonuses, including a discount on the trading fees, and a deposit bonus of up to $7,000. There's a lot of cool stuff down there. You're going to be getting easy cash bonuses. There's a lot. It's all linked in the description down below, and that's money, by the way, that you can use in your trading, right? So you can get up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars in deposit bonus depending on what you do when you follow that link down below, and you can put that money straight into risk-free trades, right? Because if they give you that money, you can trade with it, and if you make any profits with that money that was never yours in the first place anyway, you can keep those profits. But that means that if you lose money, if you don't trade so well, you're not even losing your own money. So completely risk-free trading, well worth checking out just to kind of familiarize yourself with the platform. And without further ado, I want to show you what's going on with this platform right here. So Prime XBT has a lot available to you. I've already covered a little bit of it in terms of the indices and stuff like that. But the first thing that I want to cover with you is that you can buy crypto on this platform. So they've got a couple different ways to buy crypto. You can obviously buy crypto outside of Prime XBT as well and deposit it straight onto this platform. But in my opinion, the coolest thing is that you can deposit crypto here and just trade with it. You don't have to link your bank account. You don't have to link your credit card. If you want to do stuff like that, you do have these options right here with SEPA bank transfers and Visa/MasterCard with Paxful, as well as a peer-to-peer exchange. There are a couple good options here that are worth checking out. Up top, we've got the same buy crypto tab that I just outlined for you guys, along with the copy trading tab, which I stay far away from because this isn't healthy to use, but they have it. So if this is something that you're interested in, there's obviously quite a bit of cool stuff going on here anyway. A lot of exchanges have started to do this. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if it is something that you like, check it out. I'm not going to talk more about it in this video. They've also got the yield option. So this is where you can just kind of keep money on the exchange and then potentially earn a yield on it. I've said for a long time that I don't think these are good ideas, but if you feel comfortable with this kind of risk, you are getting some pretty good percentage gains. I've done this kind of stuff in the past and I don't really have a problem with it, but I just don't think that it's good practice to be comfortable parking big sums of money on exchanges. And I've said that before the FTX drama, and I'm saying that after the FTX drama. Still, if you like the idea of it, if your risk tolerance allows for it, I know many people that do this without a problem. This is on offer. And of course, they've got some contests as well. This is just trading competitions, not super relevant right now, but you do have prize pools available if you do well in these competitions as well. So let's head back over to the main page here and actually to the trade page. And I want to show you a little bit of what's on offer with Prime XBT. Now, the thing about Prime XBT is that this is quite a serious big platform here. We've got your standard cryptocurrency tokens. We've got Phantom right here, but we've also got Forex pairs, Euro against against the Australian dollars, for example, we can actually filter this down from, just Forex, and you can see all of the Forex pairs they've got here, basically all of the really big ones, right? So I'd be interested in, for example, GBP against the dollar. And you can trade that right here. And actually, it's worth taking a look at this because the last traded price here, what is the last traded price? It's up over here, $1.18. And if we take a look at the real price right here, it's pretty much the same. So 1.18301, and we head back over to Prime XBT. This is the wrong tab. And yeah, we've got, nearly the same price right here on Prime XBT. So the spread isn't actually too big on Prime XBT with these Forex pairs, which is very important. If you know anything about trading Forex or just other kind of traditional markets, then you're going to know that spread is essential as a component in your trading. It can fuck you over if it's not very good. If it's quite a big spread, Prime XBT is good. They have good liquidity to support your trades here, and they don't have spreads that are too big, meaning that you can trade these kind of things comfortably if it's something you're interested in. They've also got CFDs right here. So these are your commodities. These are your commodities and indices. We've got the S&P 500, which is amazing. I'm massively fanboying about this because to be able to trade the S&P 500, in my opinion, is pretty damn crazy. And we've got, the full chart right here. So if you wanted to analyze right here on this platform, you can go ahead and do that, no problem at all. Just kind of taking a look at the chart and stuff like that. Obviously, you generally want to be pulling up the real chart, which is why I'd be looking at this on TradingView. But again, right here, very important to note the last traded price on the S&P 500, 39.49, and if we look at where it is on Prime XBT, we're looking at 39.51. So definitely very, very close. I'm not sure if this market is open right now. It's not supposed to be open. Yeah, this might be, this is just futures trading, so I guess this doesn't close. And then we've also got commodities, right? So we've got silver right here. We've got gold as well. All your really, really standard picks in terms of your commodities and indices. Very, very good to see these indeed. And then of course we've got crypto. We've got a very, very nice selection of crypto coins here. You've got your standard Bitcoin against the dollar, but you've also got some of the other ones that are perhaps lesser known, or some of the ones that you might not even expect, like Binance token against the US dollar. So some quite nice pairs over here. And what I really like is that you've even got the Bitcoin pairs. You can trade Ethereum against Bitcoin on leverage as well, which is absolutely amazing. And this is huge because there aren't many exchanges that offer you the ability to trade with the Bitcoin pairs. Usually it's just Litecoin against the dollar, but over here we have got it against Bitcoin as well, which is absolutely fantastic because you can stand to make a lot of Bitcoin if you know how to trade these pairs fairly well, right? So again, XRP against Bitcoin as well. Very, very nice selection right here, and all of this definitely opening up some really, really cool opportunities in the market. So I want to show you how you can actually use this platform and really take advantage of everything that's going on here. But before I get to that, there's a lot of cool stuff that you're getting if you use my promo code and links in the description down below. And I need to show you how to take advantage of that. So we're going to be looking at the left-hand side of the screen right here and scrolling down to the promo codes tab. And right here, you're just going to input the promo code 4Flies. All the details are in the description and below the like button in the pinned comment as well. So go ahead and check all of that stuff out. Literally just going to type in 4Flies and then hit activate. I've already done this, so I can't show you how that looks, but it might be in the ended tab. Yeah, it's right here. You can see how that's been upgraded because as standard, you're getting a 5% deposit bonus. But if you are using my link and all that good stuff, that's going up to 7%. So well worth checking out, guys. And let's move on to how to actually trade on this platform now. So the first thing that you're probably going to want to do is just make sure that you have some Bitcoin as collateral because a lot of the pairs that we're going to be using use Bitcoin. I've had to switch accounts because the previous demo account I was using didn't actually work to demonstrate this. But if you don't already know how to do this, you're just going to head on over to this exchange button. And I've already got Bitcoin, so in the previous case I would have used USDT here, but I'll just say, I don't know, like I want to exchange 0.1 Bitcoin into USDT. I'll let it do the calculation, hit exchange. I've got like 12 seconds to do that, and bam, you can see that I've got a $1,500 balance in USDT, and my Bitcoin balance has dropped a little bit. So that's good. That means I have some collateral here. I can put it in USD coin as well. I can put it in whatever. I mean, it just depends on what I want to be holding, but Here, I'm going to be heading over to the trade tab now. This is where all of the magic happens, and there are a lot of pairs available on this platform, but for me, the most exciting stuff is going to be the indices. So I'm just going to demonstrate that. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you're going to know that this is what's really important to me. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and hide my camera now because it is going to be blocking a little bit of the screen. And what I'm going to do is, well, let's just do this like we're doing some real life analysis right here. So S&P 500, look at that, rallying up a little bit. That's absolutely beautiful. What's happened here? Okay, there's a holiday. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving today. So by the way, shout out to those of you that are celebrating Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great day. If we take a look at the S&P 500 here, I think, let's say that a decent kind of area to enter a short position just for demonstrational purposes is going to be in this resistance box. I don't necessarily think that that's a great idea, but there are some signs to indicate, look, there's some consolidation here, there's a support bounce here, there's a resistance rejection here, another rejection and another rejection. So this yellow box clearly has something to it. And if this rally continues, yeah, sure, okay, we might get a little bit of a temporary retracement or a full-on reversal. So what is this level? This stretches between 4120 and 4200 roughly. So that's what I'm going to be looking at right here. Let's head on back over to Prime XBT, and let's just say that at, I don't know, let's say right in the middle, 4150 is where I want to be selling. I'm going to make sure I press the sell button, and then I'm going to be choosing my amount. So this is going to be a very, very important number because it's going to be telling me a little bit about my margin impact as well. So let's say I choose, I don't know, 100. That's going to take 0.24 BTC, or in this case 2.5, it's fluctuating as I speak, out of my account, and it's going to place this as a limit order. Now, unfortunately, this isn't going to work because I don't have that Bitcoin balance here right now. You can see up here that my balance is 0. So what I've got to go ahead and do is actually make sure that I've got this money in my account. So from here, I'm going to be funding my margin account just to show you what this looks like. Again, let me hide this. This is getting confusing for you. We're going to be looking on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to be pressing fund. And over here, I've got my 0.82 BTC. So this is what's really, really important about this platform, guys, is that they're not using isolated leverage. So if you're coming from Bybit, Binance, BitGet, and all these exchanges that we're all quite familiar with, Prime XBT works differently in terms of how they calculate your leverage. So they're taking leverage from your whole account balance, but crucially, you're keeping your account balance separated. So you've got your, if we come back here, you've got your main wallet. This is just a wallet on Prime XBT that you've got, but then you've got your trading wallet, and they're kept separate because you don't want to accidentally lose the funds in your main wallet. So this is like, let's say I only want to risk a 0.5 BTC in total out of my 0.82. No matter what happens now, if I completely fuck up, I'm going to lose this half Bitcoin, but I'm not going to lose the remaining 0.32 BTC that would be left in my wallet. Very, very important. I'm going to bump, I'll keep it at 0.5. This is real money, so I don't want to accidentally mess this up for myself. And let's go ahead and try this again. So we're going to be pressing the trade button right here. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm choosing a limit order. I've got 100 selected already. My limit price is going to be 41.50, and I can also set a stop loss or take profit as I'm entering this right now. So let me just go ahead and set a stop loss. Let's find a good stop loss level. Let's say anything above this yellow box. Let's go right above this prior swing high right here. That's going to be 42.10. So that's going to be my stop loss level, 42.10. It's going to give me my minimum step here and my projected loss in Bitcoin. So this is actually quite high. I'm going to have to bring this down a little bit, and you can see that my projected loss comes down because I don't have unlimited collateral in my account. Don't forget this actually, I'm sorry, this number needs to be readjusted. Yeah, this comes back into something more realistic, but I still can't lose that much money because remember, I've only got half a Bitcoin in my wallet here, and my margin impact is already half a Bitcoin. So this projected loss has to be smaller than what would be remaining in my wallet. So I've got to keep bringing this down, and I'm just going to make this fast because this is going to take a little bit too long to demonstrate. Let's just go for 41. I don't know, 57, just to make this easy. That's my projected loss. Super, super tight range. Obviously, I wouldn't trade like this in real life. And then I'm going to go ahead and click confirm here, just confirming everything as well. So I'm going to be selling 100 contracts of the S&P 500 at 41.50. It's a limit order. It's good till canceled. Very, very standard. This just means that the order is there until I cancel it. It's assuming I don't cancel it, it's going to trigger. My stop loss is set here. I haven't set a take profit. bam, confirm. And once I've gone ahead and done that, it's going to say order placed up top over here, and my order is going to show down here. So let me just hide my webcam again, just in case this gets confusing for you. And what we can actually do is drag this up to get a better view of what's going on. And this is going to get useful because let's say I started to enter other positions at the same time. I might decide that I want to be able to track all of them, so they're going to be displayed over here. And then if I actually go ahead and close this out and enter a trade right now, I'm going to do this with a very, very small balance comparatively. Let's go for, and actually this time let's demonstrate this on gold. Let's see, is the gold market trading today? I'm not sure if everything is closed because of Thanksgiving. Where is gold? Right here, gold is open, perfect. So if I go ahead, click on the trade button, let's go for a 0.1. No, this is too small. Let's go for 100 contracts here. I believe this is in dollars. And I'm just market buying gold. Fuck it. I'm just gonna market buy gold. I'm gonna set my stop loss. We're at 1757. I'm gonna set my stop loss at 1726. Pretty decent stop loss. Actually, it's quite a huge loss over here in terms of a projected loss. That's a little bit too big. Like I said, I'm trading with real money, so I don't want to lose my real money. Let's just do this for demonstrational purposes. I'll keep this short. Again, going to confirm the same thing, hit confirm, and then bam, this is showing me that I'm in a long. It says bought, my size is 100. It tells me the price I'm filled at. It tells me my current price and my profit and loss. This is calculated in Bitcoin, not in dollars at the moment, and it's also going to give me my stop loss as well. So a good number of a good bit of information right here. This is all that I need. If I wanted to then reduce this position, I could go back into the trade section right here. Remember, I've gone long with 100 contracts, so I could now close out, say, half of that position by putting in 50, press the sell button, send that order in, confirm, and bam, you're going to see that I've gone ahead and, well, actually entered an opposing position, but this is actually going to work as a hedge. So this is where Prime XBT differs from the kind of I don't want to say conventional exchanges because there's no such thing, but the kind of exchanges that you and I might be used to in the crypto industry. Prime XBT isn't quite the same in that sense. This is going to be working more like a traditional finance platform right here. So you do need to be very, very careful about how you're using this and just make sure that you're fully up to speed with it. But I've entered a counter position right here. I'm going to go ahead and close these out because I don't want the exposure. I would have kept this open if I was on the demo account, but like I said, for some reason I couldn't get it working. Unfortunately, I'm going to be losing a little bit of money here, but you can get a little bit of extra information about what's going on right before you do close out that position. This is the other way to close a position. So this is the way you would do it if you just want to hedge but keep your positions running, and this is the way you can close your position out if you if you just want less exposure overall and you want to keep your life relatively simple. So I could do the same thing, put in 50 as the amount to close, let it do its calculation, close, bam, and actually now that I've done that, these positions cancel each other out and I'm effectively at zero. So anyway, I don't want to overwhelm you guys too much in this video, so I'm just going to be closing them out, but that's fairly straightforward. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to this as far as this kind of goes. It doesn't get more complicated than this, and they also offer up to 1,000 times leverage on Forex and up to like 200 on crypto. That's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy, but it's nice to know that you have all of that available. And crucially, guys, at the end of the day, whether it's crypto or these CFDs, like I said, which are going to be the main appeal to me, or even, like I said, I mean, having Forex pairs available right now while the dollar is going absolutely crazy is very, very useful. Having all of this available at a time like this is great because it means that we have more opportunities to take advantage of what's going on in the market, right? Currently, how it's been over these last few months, we've seen Bitcoin literally just kind of stagnate and do basically nothing. And we're in something similar right now, to be quite honest. But, again, we just kind of look back to this previous period that we had right here. And Bitcoin did absolutely nothing for 4 months, right? But in this, a little bit more than 4 months, look at that, that's pushing 5 months. But in that same time frame, there was still a decent amount of volatility on assets like gold, or definitely a good amount of volatility on indices like the S&P 500. And so to be able to have the opportunity to trade these things right now in this current state in the market on Prime XBT is very, very useful, especially again, considering that you're just using Bitcoin as collateral. You're not doing all of the complicated stuff that you'd otherwise have to do in, kind of more conventional traditional finance routes. And again, to be able to short these things as well, I think is really, really useful. To be able to trade Brent and crude oil, at times where essentially at the end of the day, guys, you guys probably already know this, but it's oil that plays a really, really big part in dictating where the markets go and where and what happens to inflation. Because generally what we're going to see, just to really break down quite simple economic ideas, if the price of oil is going up, that means the price of transporting goods and mainly just transporting goods is going to go up, and that's a very key example of that cost is going to get passed on to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, which ends up reaching the end consumer, and that's what we call inflation, right? So these are really, really cool things that we can just kind of jump in now, at a time where you might think that the S&P 500, for example, is going to be trending lower for a long time. Good. Whatever you think is going to happen, if you're confident enough to put your money behind it, you've got a beautiful platform to do exactly that. So guys, there's so much to play around with here, and with the bonuses available to you, you have a lot of opportunities here to just really make good use out of what's going on in this market. If it is something that you're interested in, like I said, you're getting up to $7,000 in sign-up bonuses when you use my link in the description down below, and when you put in that 𝗬𝗙𝗧𝗜𝗔𝗟 promo code, you're going to be, that's how you get that bonus. And when you follow the link, you'll also be getting other things like discounts on trading fees. Like I said, guys, once again, they've got some cool options for buying crypto and copy trading. And even though it's not something that I like, this is worth talking about, because if you don't really want to trade and you just want to kind of find somebody that seems to be performing well and, sort this by their performance, or just look at how many people are following them to see, perhaps you would imagine that, someone with more followers would be a better trader, for example, you can kind of see how these people have been doing. You can even look at their ratings, and then just kind of click on follow as well. So there's a good amount of options here for everybody. Again, this is going to depend on you and what you like to do. Again, same for the yield. Different people are going to have different tolerances for stuff like this. And as I said, I've done stuff like this before, and I actually still do stuff like this, but it doesn't take up a huge amount of what I'm doing. So again, huge amount of options here. Very much a cool place to be. I would consider this, and I've even been saying this kind of before, I was before right now, and I've started to work with these guys again. Having something available to you like this is pretty useful, and I've struggled to have stuff like this available to me because I'd have to get, like I said, like traditional finance solutions for stuff like this, which I just don't like doing. I don't like getting back into that world, but Prime XBT is bringing it to us, which I think is absolutely amazing. So again, super stable platform, never had an issue with them, been using them going back years. It's amazing to be able to have these options. I hope that they can add stocks in the future. I know you guys are watching this. Please note this down for the product team. If you guys can include stocks, just the big ones, whether it's, things like Tesla and Boeing or whatever, would be absolutely amazing. I think that would give us some really, really cool opportunities to trade. But bottom line, a great interface to have, I would say a must, a must for anybody that's kind of more interested in what's going on in the real world outside of just the degenerate crypto trading atmosphere. So there you go. I really hope you have enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, whatever, drop them down in the comments. I'm going to be there in the comments. And if you guys ever need any support with this or any other exchange that I'm working with, just shoot me a message. There's always a link in the description down below to join my free Telegram channel. And when you join that, you can message me not only to get access to VIP, which you guys know very well, but also to ask me, if you need any help with something, and if I can help you, or if I can point you to somebody that can, and maybe even give you a better service, then I'd be happy to do that. But obviously, bottom line, Prime XBT has their own support as well. No issues there, but still, it's nice to know for your own sanity. There we go. Hope you've enjoyed this one. You know what to do if you have. One final thing that I did want to show you is that when you do add some money into your margin account, it's going to show up right here. Obviously, you would want to eventually move this money back out of your funding account, out of your margin account and back into your normal wallet, just so that you don't have the exposure in the markets, just in case, to keep your money safe. So you can see that that's now credited back into my Bitcoin wallet, and my margin account is now back down to 0. So all of your stuff here going to be laid out on the main dashboard page. With that, I really hope you've enjoyed this one. You know what to do if you have. Hit up the likes, subscribe, tick the bell, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.